thinking about like who should be employing this, the entire strategy, right? Everything we're talking about here. Is this like each individual agent should be doing this, or it's like the team should be doing this, or like the brokerage should be doing this? Like, what's that level of, concentration or effort?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really depends on the makeup of the team, let's say, if it was a team. But for the most part, we typically tell folks that that each agent should have their own profile. So if it's an individual agent who's, out there kind of eating what they kill, so to speak, they're going to have their own profile, obviously. But if it's a team, it really depends on that makeup. So if you've got that traditional model where you've got like a listing agent at the top and then maybe buyer's agents rolling up underneath them, I understand wanting to have all the reviews in one place. And there's a reason to do that. On the other hand, if those folks ever leave the team, they can't take the reviews with them. They get a negative review. It's reflected on the team page. So it's actually more nuance to that. And we talk through those different options with agents. One answer might be, if you're called like the Awesome Arcadia Home Team, is that each agent has a profile, John Smith, the Awesome Arcadia Home Team, something like that. Now there's other negative outcomes that could come from that, meaning I'm looking for the listing agent and I Google their team name and I only get the new agent who's got the team name built into the profile. But now I'm getting into, so this is it's actually a nuanced conversation.
Exactly. And again, for anyone that's been around SEO for a while, like this is exactly the kind of conversations like, should I ever build out a microsite? Like what TLD should I use? Like, what geography should I use? Like all this kind of stuff. It's like very classic, things. And it's, you have to think about you really have to think about the structure of your business and what you're trying to accomplish. So some thoughts that just come to mind for me is like, if you have a team where people have very segmented responsibilities, it's like, oh, I am the transaction manager and I'm the listing agent, I'm the buying agent, and you don't really do a lot of crossover and you really do work as a team. Like you want a team page.
For sure. Exactly. And just to add on a little wrinkle to that, but will probably help a lot of people, is that if you're the Jane Smith team, well, it's in the name. Jane's in the name. So if I'm looking for Jane Smith team and there's only one team page, then that's the page that's going to come up. If it's the Awesome Arcadia Home Team, my name is Jane Smith. Now you've got a whole other sort of thing to be aware of, which is you've got the team page, you've got Jane's page, and you've got the individual agent's page or not. So there's, again, something to talk through with each person. Yeah.
A lot of real estate is like very focused around it's my name. It's Jane Smith Realty and it's like focused on the headshot, right? Thinking about that, we already said like you probably don't want to name your business like number one best realty in Round Rock, Texas.
Right.
Like trying to do the SEO thing of cramming a whole bunch of buzzwords in there.
Right.
But what do you think is like branding versus like just naming what it is? Like where are you thinking about this right now? Should people come up with unique names for their real estate business?
There's it's not in LA, but there's a place called Nail Salon near me. That's the name on the building. And the reason why is obvious, but Google actually asks for the paperwork and asks to see the sign fixed to the brick that says that's what your business name is. And so I'm almost kind of answering the question right within that, which essentially there's your actual business name. There's your actual team name. And then there's whatever Google is deciding to do today. One day they might say, we're going to delete we're not going to ever allow for near me searches anymore, or something silly, right? They're constantly changing. And to your reference about your wife being an accountant, when the tax authority changes a rule, they send out policy and everyone reviews it and they tell you how to react to that. Google doesn't do that. They don't even tell you when there's a change. They don't tell you anything. They just do it. Right. We are not Google. We don't know the algorithm. Anyone who says they do, they don't. There's certain things we know. There's certain aspects to it, and we're constantly adjusting, which is actually what
we find out when we're talking to our clients.
Exactly.
I'm looking at the traffic to their website. Yeah,
for sure. And just last week, Google profiles or outcomes on search changed for half a day in just the Americas and not Europe. In a very fundamental way for half a day and then change back. We didn't know if it was going to be permanent. We didn't know if it was a flub. So the best way to answer the question is going back to the whole sort of trying to do everything as legitimately as possible, which is this is your business name. You're a real estate agent. Just name yourself that. and leave it alone.
This episode of Keeping It Real is brought to you by Real Geeks. Real Geeks is the all-in-one real estate sales and marketing technology platform that is designed to make real estate professionals more efficient. New for 2024, Real Geeks has 4 packages. The base package, which is the same platform that everyone's used to, that starts at $299, as well as 3 packages that include leads. So if you're looking to upgrade your technology and get leads, we've got something for everyone. All of the packages include SEO Fast Track, which is Real Geeks' AI-enabled SEO tool, which builds out long-tail, programmatically driven AI content for your listing pages. Data coming off this has been great in terms of generating long-tail traffic for our customers. You want to check this out? Head over to realgeeks.com and tell them that you saw us on Keeping It Real.